right. Siyangena ke ngoku the chat intro.
Of OurNews. I'm your host, Cwayita Zweni. Tonight we celebrate Youth Excellency as we are wrapping up, and it is our last show for the month of June. Tonight we would like to welcome Ntombozuko Balintulo to the show, and we do have other guests as well that will be coming through after her. Good evening, Sister.
Hi, Cwayita Zweni.
Sine 5 minutes we don't have much time. As well as your journey to success, if that's what we may call it.
Cwayita, I can't hear you properly.
Okay, can you hear me now? All right, Babugeli, we're going to go to an ad break while we sort out that technical issue there. Please stay tuned.
I think there's something wrong with the sound, Ubo. Because I can't hear that properly. Yeah.
Yeah, guys, siphila ke kulo maxesha nzima maxesha e-COVID. And umongameli usanokubhengeza ukuba siku-level 1. And ukufika kwethu ku-level 1 akuthethi ukuba i-COVID-19 okanye i-corona iphelile, isaphakathi kwethu, sisaphila nayo. Ithi loo nto leyo, it's not business as usual nangoku. Kusafuneka silandele imiqathango. Kule mihla ke siphila kuyo, i-live streaming yemingcwabo ndiyacinga nam uba yenye yezinto ekumeleyo ukuba wonke umntu okanye wonke ubani abuya yenza. Iyanceda ke kwelinye icala uba ufuna ukuthoba iindleko zomngcwabo.
News tonight, as said before the ad break, we are on the last wrap of the month. We are wrapping up the month of June as it is Youth Month, and tonight we celebrate Youth Excellency. We have Ntombozuko as our guest tonight, Ntombozuko Balintulo, who's going to be sharing her journey and telling us about herself and her successes, if she may. Hi, Ntosh.
Hi, Cwayita Zweni. I'm good, thanks.
Just about yourself as well as your successes in your careers, most importantly.
Okay, so Ntombozuko is originally from Wasekala. Wakhulela eTsomo. From eTsomo, moved to East London, 2005. Ndifundele eMonti most of the time. And then I studied broadcasting. I also graduated in versatile broadcasting, which is radio. Mm-hmm. And then when I started radio, 2017, the job shadowisha Mdantsane FM for 2 years, where I also had my own show. Then from Mdantsane FM, I moved to Keith Ngesi Online Radio. Then from Keith Ngesi Online Radio, I was also a news reporter for Bay TV, known as Bumakapa TV now. And Ntombozuko is also a PR graduate. I'm studying towards an advanced diploma now in PR. She's a social media management and also an award-winning media personality. So that's pretty much who Ntombozuko is. And that's all I can say. It's been quite hard. I won't lie, because you have to balance this yonkinto. And with the work that I do, sometimes I come back, let's say 12 midnight, knowing that in the morning I've got an exam that I'm writing. So it has been a really hasn't been a smooth journey, because when it comes to being in terms of the media or the entertainment industry, it's quite tricky, because there's so many things that you face. Sometimes you go for auditions, you don't even get through those auditions. People would want certain things from you for money, let's say a certain position. So it's been quite hard. But I think that kept me going. It's the resilience and knowing that what I want, because I want to see myself on a national platform. So it's been quite a journey, but it's a matter of learning, because at the end of the day, whatever happens, there's a lesson that I learn. Thank you so much. So this past Saturday, there were Eastern Cape Youth Awards, and I was nominated under the media category, for which then nabuya nayo. And in the media category, I was the youngest and I was the only female. So that was quite a big achievement for me, because for a very long time, since 2017, even with the SABC True FM Talent Search, that's because I did top 2 and winanga. So with me winning this was quite a sort of saying that, you know what, no in terms of your career. With this, I think with this award, it's more of saying that it's going to open more doors for me. And to be honest, it hasn't really sank in that I've won, because saying the award would be next to my study desk, next to my bed. And every time because I'm like, that's me. I did that. That's my work. And also the people that have been supporting me. So it's really a feeling that I really can't explain. And I think especially that's when I'm going to be able to sort of accept and say, actually, that's on God, that's my friends, that's my family, and that's mostly my hard work that I actually deserved that award. Okay, so I think the first thing I would say is that start working towards your career right now. Where you go to, you study, right? As much as you phone, don't wait for you until you graduate to be able to start practicing. As soon as you get to university, or even if you're in high school, start job shadowing, play departments that you're interested in. So by the time you actually qualify for it, you would have the experience. Because one thing about jobs now, they require so much experience. For you to go to 5-year experience and usando Puma University, or you just graduated. Because we in the Eastern Cape, we have so much talent, but we don't utilize it, in a sense that we're sleeping on ourselves, because we don't do the whole thing of job shadowing because we expect to get paid. So I say that start as soon as possible, or where you can. As much as COVID-19 now, it's quite tricky, but I think approach whoever that you can and say, listen, I would like to do a bit of work for you. Don't pay me, but I know in the long run, it's going to come back like uzawubhadala. So I think it's a matter of don't give up, work, like even if it's awubonakala umsebenzi wenze, and then the rest shall follow.
Thank you so much, Ndoshi. That was Ntombozuko Balintulo Babukeli, and we are moving over to our next guest. Our next guest is Litha Adam. Molo Litha. Hello, Litha.
Molo Sisi.
Kunjani?
Ndiyaphila sis wam.
Ndiyaphila Nkosi. Welcome to the show.
And Litha sis, not Lut.
Litha, so sorry about that.
No, it's fine, it's fine.
Litha,
I couldn't expect
quickly, because ixesha lethu limited and we want to get as many young people as possible into the show.
Yeah.
Sicela usixelele ngawe ke and your career, please.
Well, igama lam nguLitha, and career yam started when upper case isikolo, which is Franz Conradi. Franz Conradi was more of it was most people were white, you know, and the year pana go grade 2, not knowing. Well, my parents moved me to Kesu Scholar because number one, it was close, and number two, that I befuna manyenzi sport. And as I started to play rugby, you know, people started to recognize me, and people started to understand that ukhona Litha Adam, and that is where my journey started. And as Germany Didlala, I got the opportunity to go to a under 12 EP under 12, and then thereafter Ndaya Craven Week. So from there, Gray scouted me and banika opportunity engumangaliso, and I started to school there. And with that rugby, I'm just increased and it got better because now you understand that you're amongst legends itself. So iqale apho siswam, and then ndafumana ile opportunity uya Dubai to go and play, which was an amazing experience. And you know, with the rugby, you get the opportunity to travel and meet other people, and that is what I love about this sport.
Okay, and as a young person in sports, a young black guy in sports, how does it feel? Is there any, especially good rugby, because we do know that prior to le minyaka siphila kuyo ngoku rugby was more a white dominated sport. How is it
Yes.
for a black young person?
For a black young person, Siswamne, for sport it is a difficult because everyone wants to play in the first team. And now, you know, because of there's so much variety, you need to pull up your socks. You need to make sure that whatever you're doing it at your utmost best. So we are lucky. I feel like we are lucky in this time of age and day and age to be able to compete at the exact same level as, you know, white people do, and we get recognized, but the opportunity is not there because you need to go to schools that are so renowned, if I may use that word, to get recognized. So there's still a disadvantage, but once you get to that level of the eskolweni is renowned and people go and watch me and the Zuconi scouts, you need to make sure that you make a mark there.
Thank you so much, Litha.
I don't know if I answered your question, my mom, but
okay. So uthi when you were moved from a school wawufunda also to a school where there's proper sporting. Can you tell us ke ngokuba mhlambi, do you think you would be where you are now if you had not moved? Because as we all know, umzekelo izikolo ezisezilokishini nasezilalini, we do know that sport asikho that much there. But what can those people do besides ukufundisa abantwana isport? But what can we do to bring sports closer to our people? Ukwenzela uba kubekho more black players in rugby, for example.
I think the only solution, Siswam, it would be, you know, such small things like tournaments. You know, tournaments are they create an atmosphere where you need to showcase your talent to a much bigger crowd. You know, without tournaments, what I'm trying to say is that, you know, small schools need to come together and make tournaments for one another, so that when this team is playing, or when there's when there is a tournament, what will happen is people will come and scouts will start to hear about these tournaments. And once we are capable of once we have that tournament in the role, if I may say, on the roll, we'll be able to to showcase our talent, and that will spread, and that will get us recognized, the recognition that we truly deserve. Because as Black people, we have so much talent, but we don't know how to use it. And I feel like if we are capable of understanding what sport is capable of doing, I think we can go far with that.
Okay, thank you so much, Litha. Just a quick word from you to young people as well.
My advice would be, there's a saying that goes, and there are so many people that can say that it is true. This saying says, your mind is greater than your environment. Now, you need to understand what that means in order to understand what potential you have. So